Good morning, everyone. I recently put up a couple videos of sewing machines and it sparked a lot of questions. I'm going to try to answer a couple of them. The first question, the most asked question by the most people was, will they sew canvas? And the answer is yes, they will sew canvas. The machine you're looking at right now is a 66 Singer. Oh, made sometime in the 20s. I don't know exactly. I'd have to look up the number. Not important. And it's a treadle power, got a big hand wheel on it there. We're going to talk about that a little bit. The other machine we're going to be looking at, and I'll move slowly, it's so neat and tidy down here, is this Singer 1591. This one was made in the mid-50s. That's a lot newer machine. That's the potted motor, the one that I love and everything else. Now, this here is a piece of leather, canvas, excuse me, and the kit is still in there, Dom, but with one hand it's hard to get it out. I'm suspecting this is the thickness of leather people are talking. Dom sewed that one by hand, Dom Minichetti. There's another one here, where is it? There it is right there. Carolina Chris sewed this one. I think he sewed this one on a 185J, Singer, which is a newer version of the 99. It's the same motor, same machine. They're a 3/4 machine. They're a great little machine, light to carry. They do have cabinets for them. You can see his insignia in it. He sent me that, full of Texas Pete's and a little bottle of bourbon. Remember that, Chris? Dom sent me this beautiful kit. Got a nice little bone handle. I have used it a few times, not a lot, because I just don't use gifts. Well, we're going to get started here. I'm going to put you on a tripod because there's no way that I can hold the camera and do this. Now, this is tent leather, or tent canvas. I don't know why I keep saying leather. You do that when you get old. And it's close to the same thickness here. This, I don't really know. It's canvas. It's heavy material. Got that, and I've got another piece here somewhere that I practiced on, maybe over on this one. Lovely work area. I could live down here though, it doesn't bother me a bit. Right here, that was some pretty heavy stuff, and you can see I sewed up to 4 layers, and that was on 1591. I'm already up to 3 minutes, so I'm going to shut my mouth, shut this down, shut my mouth, and get a tripod here. Okay, 5 seconds wasted. Try to make sure the camera's running. Okay, we're going to start with the 66. This is the full-size version. The 99 is a 3/4 machine. It's the same machine, except it's a quarter sized smaller. Probably doesn't make sense. Some of them have motors on them. Most of the 91s did not treadle. I've never seen a treadle cabinet except handmade for a 99 or 185. The first thing we're going to do is over here is the bobbin winder. This little guard by the hand wheel. There's a screw right here. We're going to take it off. And as I'm taking it off, there's just one little screw to get it off. I'm going to start to explain this. Okay, if you want to sew very heavy material, these older machines, now the 1591s will not do this. If you can find a treadle wheel, but you don't have to, you can use the small electric wheel that's on them without spokes, and you want to sew, this is not heavy leather, but you want to sew leather. What you can do, and this is just standard thread, we don't have heavy thread, we don't have a leather needle on here, is you can run it by hand. Okay, that is snapping the pressure foot getting started, that noise. That should go away here shortly. So, the only thing you're going to break by doing that is the needle, because you're going to feel the tension in your hand, the power and the tension. Will I try to listen doing it? Oh yeah. It's just a repair job if I break it. Okay, I don't know why it didn't stitch till down there. I'm not sure what I did wrong. Huh, maybe by hand it didn't lay out thread. Huh. Usually they do. You pull this out. Can you see the orange stitching? And then the darker brown. I'm going to take it apart because I'm going to leave it sewed, but you could see that it did it. Might be a little adjusting in the tension. Now we're going to go with canvas. We'll start with 2 layers right here. You always want to hold your thread when you come down with your needle the first stitch, because if not, you can unthread your machine. Now we're on 1 layer. You can back down. Okay, there's 2 layers stitched. Alright, fold it in half. That would be 4 layers. See how much easier it is for your hand around here? And you really don't need the bobbin winder if your bobbins are filled. Put it on, fill up 6, 8 bobbins, 10 bobbins. If you're going to sew like this, then take it off. And there's 4 layers. It's not working it's not working at all. Alright, let's put that off. There's 5 layers. There's 6 layers. That's a lot of material. The problem I'm going to run into shortly is my presser foot. Now I can't really discuss walking foot. I've used them, but I'm not comfortable discussing them with anybody. There is, I'm going to call this medium canvas. There's 6 layers right there. That is 6 layers, if anybody's in question. There's 2, 4, and 6. I'm not going to go any further. We proved a point. This is much heavier canvas than this. And it's sewed that without any troubles. We'll do it here on the camera. I'm not going to go for 6 on this. Why not? Life is fun, right? This would be 6, and this is heavy canvas. If you can see that, this is quite heavy. That's as heavy as Dom and those guys used. So these machines will sew it. I don't know if I can treadle it or not. I'm just almost 70 now. Well, you can hear it pumping. Not a problem. 6 layers. I know I'm going to get some hate comments from people that see this once it's up. I don't really care. Go ahead and post your hate comments, as good as that big one. Somebody's going to tell me to clean the machine. I don't get that fussy into that stuff. This machine was bought 13, 14 years ago. It's the first treadle I ever owned. That's why I still have it. I won't get rid of it. My wife and I went and we bought a lot of machines, a bunch of machines. I don't remember. It was more of a clean out my shed. This was one of them. There was a bunch of them. We had a trailer full. It's the first machine we bought because actually my wife got me into this. She wanted to play with old sewing machines. I said, well, buy some, do it. And I used to do kind of the oil them up, get them freed up, get them working, get them. And I didn't know how to sew, so I'd always have to yell to her, well, you want to come down and try this? And, that gets annoying. And that's how we got into this. This is a 66 Singer. I'm going to shut you off. We're going to set up at the 1591. Okay, we are at the 1591. I have that same piece of yellow canvas. This machine is set up for quilting, sewing light fabric. It's not set up with heavy thread or anything. Neither was the other one. This is just quilting thread. So there's 2 layers. This one with the smaller hand wheel, I'm not sure if we're picking that up or not. Let me take a look. Yep, I think we are. It's not as easy to run by hand. You can't take this off because this is connected to the motor. It's not quite as versatile in that respect. But that was 2 layers. This is some heavy stuff that actually came from the Army. It's for tent repair. Repair their tents with. And I looked into a little bunch of it. Let me get this out of the way for a minute. Now you can hear the machine. It's not bogging down. I wasn't stepping on it because I wanted to know if something was going to break. I wasn't really pushing the pressure foot down. There's the stitch on 2. There's 3 and 4. Once again, as you get thicker, you're going to need to go to a walking foot, which I don't know a lot about. I have used them. You can get them that fit these Singers, because that'll be another video talking about, there's so many different attachments that fit onto these things, that there's so much you can do with them. This is the heavier stuff again. There's 4. I probably won't go over 4 on that thickness. You can see it's not bothered. Okay, there's 5, 6 on the yellow one, which this could be waxed, and I don't think it would bother. I don't know on the pressure foot. You have to try it down. That I don't know. If you wax it, I don't know. It might make a mess down in your feed dogs too. Why not? This is tent canvas. I don't know if you can see how heavy that is. There's 5 and 6. It'll do it. We'll go on this side. I got to get that out of there because that'll make a thread jam. It's just because I didn't trim it up good enough. Okay, are we ready to go? Well, didn't start easy on it, but it sewed it. Does that answer the question on will they sew canvas? And you know that's as heavy. That's probably heavier than this here. It's tent canvas. This is a canvas bag I made when you go out to the garden to get some tomatoes and stuff. I made that because I had some extra canvas laying around. Anyway, this video is getting long. I hope that answers a question. I hope you enjoy this. And thanks for watching.